Hi, my name is Satoya Foster with PCOS Awareness Association, and I'm here today to talk to you about my experience with Vitagene. Now, if you don't know what Vitagene is and you have no idea what I'm talking about, have a look at the previous video that I did where I talked about who they are, what they do, and my initial experience with them. So just to give you an idea about what I'm going to recap for you is a vitality guide that I received from Vitagene after doing the DNA test. And so what the DNA test does is you take the DNA test and then you send it off to them, and then in 6 weeks they send you a vitality guide, and it tells you how to diet and exercise and how to properly supplement your body according to your DNA. In terms of my overall experience with Vitagene, I'd say it was a really simple one for the most part. I think there was a little part that I was confused about in terms of the instructions on taking the DNA test, and I wasn't sure whether whether it was an issue for me to touch my teeth with the DNA test or not, because the swab was kind of on the larger side. But beyond that, it was a very simple process. They sent the box in the mail. It had everything that it needed inside of it, and then I just popped it back in the mail. And then in 6 weeks, I got my vitality guide, and it broke down everything according to my DNA with like my vitamin levels, what they are, and what I should supplement. It also gave you my DNA ancestry makeup. I can't speak a whole ton about that because this is the only ancestry DNA test that I've ever taken. So I'm not sure if there is something out there that will give you more information than what I received, but I would say that it was all encompassing in terms of breaking my ancestry down by region. I don't know if there are other ones out there that break it down even further, but you could go and do your research and see if there's something else out there for you. But beyond that, Vitagene will give you your ancestry DNA by region, and then it'll also tell you how to diet, workouts that will work for your body, and supplements that you should take for your body. So this is all tailored to you, which is, I think that's the thing that I like the most about it. So here's my vitality guide that I got in the mail. It started with a letter from the Vitagene team just telling me, kind of just, I guess, reminding me what is in it and what it'll show me, what it'll teach me, what I can expect going through the book. It's really good paper too. It's a really good quality guide. And then it has a little table of contents here where it tells me exactly what's in it. So the welcome, my ancestry, genetics 101, kind of giving a background of genetics and how to basically read the guide. And then it shows my vitality snapshots, my genetic health results, diet, exercise, micronutrients, supplements 101, and then my personalized supplement recommendation. I think they also supply supplements, and that's something that you can check out on their website as well. So it shows my ancestry breakdown by region, which if you see here, 90.17% West African, 5.25% Eastern European, 1.71% Eastern African, 1.68% Central Southern Africa, 1.03 North African, and 0.12 Western Middle East. So then it gives a crash course on genetics and understanding DNA and what comes from your mom and what comes from your dad's side, and then you and your genotype. So then it gives an overall vitality snapshot. So it tells me what my risks are in terms of like obesity and how I metabolize alcohol, all those different things, whether I'm gluten intolerant, which it says I'm likely tolerant for gluten, which I knew that already, even though I still try to avoid having a ton of it, but I know for sure that I'm lactose intolerant, and that was something I was told as a kid. So it was good to see that they got that correct. So and then I was pretty shocked to see this, that it said I'm unlikely an emotional eater, which I do know that. I do know that about myself, but I just thought it was interesting to see. And then it says exercise, the best exercise for me. And even my behavior in terms of exercise. Then the micronutrients that I know my iron always looks low. And that I have normal vitamin D. But I think I have normal vitamin D because I take vitamin D supplements, a lot of them. And generally speaking, you definitely want to check with your doctor, because if you have PCOS, it's common for women with PCOS to have low vitamin D. So, and it said I have low vitamin A, so that's something I didn't know. Then they go through genetic results, and then they get more specific on like fat intake, sodium intake, cholesterol, triglyceride levels. All the different things that they showed in the snapshot, they just kind of go more in depth, which is really great. It's really helpful information. So as you can see, like this booklet is chocked full of really good information, and it's information that is this book is chocked full of really good information, and all of this information is based on you. Nobody else, it's just completely 100% based on your DNA. And then it also gave a personalized supplement recommendation and told me like what my body needs. And so, yeah, this is such a great tool to head toward a place of optimal health. So this is such a great tool to head toward optimal. This is such a great Vitagene provides such a great tool to head toward optimal health. So hopefully I was able to give you some great information on Vitagene and my process and my experience with them. And if you want to check them out, you can go ahead and check them at Vitagene.com and get your own vitality guide and figure out what works for your body and how you can diet and exercise so you can experience optimal health. Thank you for watching, and if you want to hear more about PCOS, or you're curious about PCOS Awareness Association, what we do and who we are, you're more than welcome to visit us at PCOSAA.org. And you can also check out our Facebook page. You can check us out on Instagram. We'd be happy to hear from you.